a little gem of an innings it was.
Sri Lanka lose Kaluvitarana 3 for 127. Mahanama is the new batsman for Sri Lanka. A score of 119 not out. Hasn't been a happy tour for him today. At the same time, beautiful stroke through the covers. Full toss. He took full toll of it. Placement and timing to perfection.
Well, this might be Roshan Mahanama's day. Perhaps he's going to turn things around for himself. Perhaps he will show us a little bit of the class that we know he's capable of.
Just a little over halfway. Sri Lanka 3 for 144. Ravinda De Silva 35 not out. Mahanama 14 not out. Oh, that's a big appeal for LBW. It was the slower ball. It beat him with pace, full toss, and Craig McDermott gets the breakthrough for Mark Taylor, the Australian captain. So the Sri Lankans lose their 4th wicket.
Yes, he didn't pick that one up, but it was a slow ball. It wasn't a very good ball. It was a rank full toss. As it turned out, I think we'll see here that it's plumb LBW, but I just don't think he saw it. You could see he was going to play it way up around about waist height, dropped on him, and he got the shock of his life, and up goes the finger. McDermott, I think, pretty lucky there, although he's bowling that slower ball very well with those splayed fingers. Good effort this from the captain, De Silva. Came in and he's kept his head, made 35. Unfortunately, though, he's now been out adjudged LBW, and he was plumb. 4 for 144.
Hashan Tilakaratne is the new batsman for Sri Lanka. He's a beautiful striker of the ball. 117 matches, a score of 104. He's there as a result of this delivery by Craig McDermott. And it dropped on him, the slower ball. No doubt in the world that wouldn't have hit the middle and off stump. He's done it again, and he's been given out. Unbelievable. 2 in a row with the slower ball. McDermott, Tilakaratne, he can't believe it. But he has to, because umpire Tony McQuillan has put his finger up.
Yes, I'm afraid Tilakaratne might get into a bit of trouble over that. He's indicating that the ball hit him high on the thigh pad. Now the question is, did it hit him above the line of the stumps? Let's have a look at this. Here we go. Well, I think it would have hit middle stump. And once again, McDermott producing a gem of a slower ball. He's reproduced exactly the same delivery that he bowled to Aravinda. Now look at this. He absolutely is indicating down towards his thigh pad, and that's not a very clever thing to do these days. And that really has brought a smile to the face of Billy McDermott. Just for a while there, he was very, very miserable. Well, that's a great blow. Tilakaratne has been a real strength in this side. Out for a duck. And they're now 5 for 144.
Well, Cal Pagay comes out if he thought he's had a tough time on the flight over from Colombo. He's travelled a long way, straight into the side. It would never have been in his mind that he'd be out in the middle of the MCG and facing a hat-trick.
But I think he's got those fingers played. I think we're going to see another slow ball. Let's keep an eye on his fingers as he runs in. This is going to be very interesting. Here we go.
There it was. It was a full toss. But this time, it was hit with the bat. Waiting now, Australia starting to take the upper hand after 27 overs. Sri Lanka 5 for 146. And in the commentary position now, Ian Chappell, and with him Richie Benaud.
And all Kalpagay has got is a walk back to the pavilion. Shane Warne has slipped the leg break through and bowled him.
That's a good move by Mark Taylor. Having got the breakthroughs at the other end, he decided to go with his best bowler, bring him back into the attack, and it's immediately paid off for him. Warne really turning that one. Beautiful bowling. Right through the narrowest of gaps. And that is accuracy personified from the leg spinner. So Australia right back in the game now with Sri Lanka 6 for 147. Kumara Dharamasena is the new batsman. Trouble at the bowler's end. And McDermott did well to get back to the stumps. Umpire McQuillan, because he was on the move there, trying to get into position, has decided to call for the replay. McDermott did well to get back to the stumps.
Well, I think the batsman with the naked eye looked as though he might just have made it. It's a very, very good piece of fielding. You won't get anything much closer than that. So here at the umpire, the third umpire has decided there's not out. That was just about too close to call.
There's only 4 wickets in hand. Should be a good contest. To tell you all about it, Colin Croft and Tony Greig.
That's nicely played. He's flicked that one away nicely. It'll go for 4. Yes, it's going to go all the way. That's beautifully played. Well, Mahanama playing that one perfectly, just turning his face to the bat on it and getting away fine. He knew exactly where the fine leg was.
And Paul Rifle just spraying down leg side. Mahanama played it really well. Just fine, so fine. The man at the widest fine leg couldn't get there. It's 14 runs. It's taken 40 balls, but absolutely necessary for him to stick around.
Oh, and he's done it. Well, we were talking about him trying to get the ball through that area, and we've also spoken about the possibility of Taylor going into that area as well. And there is absolutely no doubt that Damascena is having a few problems with Rifle in particular on and around that off stump. I think he's got to go in there now.
But Damascena could not have done this better if he was an engineer. Exactly between the man at first slip and the wicketkeeper. While Mark Taylor shouting out his instructions. Sure, now he must be recognized as becoming desperate.
Well, there it is, 21 to get. Still no first slip in position. Rifle is going to continue. And in the commentary box, it's going to be Bill Laurie and Ian Chappell.
Thank you, Tony Greig. Very good partnership. Oops, backing up too far. War doesn't throw. The pressure mounting now for Australia. Right back in this match. This is a very good partnership. And look at that chart. Still very comfortable, despite the loss of 3 quick wickets. That's a requirement for Sri Lanka. They're well placed. Michael Bevan to continue from the southern end. Scampers through for single, and they'll get it. That's all they have to do. 50-run partnership, an excellent effort under pressure. That's through the gap. That'll beat the slip and backward point. Slater's after it. They'll only get 2. Happy with that. That's all they need to do. Well, that's true. And the start was fantastic. They've got away to a flyer. Set up this win if they get there. Australia looking down the barrel here. They lost against the West Indies, and now they're in trouble against Sri Lanka. The MCG, and the crowd know it. Got that more than a single. It could be 4. It races away, crash into the gutter. Superb stroke. That brings up his 50. Superb innings for his team at 6 for 206. Give it in. Oh, well, there you go. Mahanama caught in front by maybe a top spin away to the pitch. It was the last ball of the over. So this game's still alive.
A few words from Mahanama before he leaves. A few words to his partner just to tell him to make sure of this victory. Looked like the quicker one there from Michael Bevan. He does bowl a bit of medium pace. On that occasion may well have been the overspinner. Anyhow, he's plumb. No doubt about that. And that's good delivery from Michael Bevan. So a last gasp effort from Australia. Mahanama there just goes and talks with his partner. He's gone for 51. It's 7 for 209.
Sminder Vas makes his way to the centre of the MCG in front of 60,000 fans. A very good innings by Mahanama. It's gone for that down the greens in the air. It's going to fall safe just over McDermott's head. And they're through for 2. Well, he took a bit of a chance. Good luck to him. Cleared the man at mid-off. 2 runs. Could have gone straight up in the air. It didn't. He's played very, very well, Darren Messina. Showed a lot of character. Now he doesn't need to do anything silly. It's gone for it. It's wide. They runs. They get the winning runs. And what a victory for Sri Lanka. It's going to go all the way for 4. If not, they're going to run them. And that's a great victory.
So it didn't go to the boundary, so the score will stop at 214. It doesn't matter how many they ran. And they won't care, Sri Lanka. They'll be just happy to get the 2 points and get them back on track.
Well, it turned out to be a bit of a nail-biter in the end, particularly if you were part of that Sri Lankan team. But they got there with 15 balls to spare, largely due to the efforts of 3 of their batsmen. Kalu Vitharana, 77 from 76 deliveries. Aravinda De Silva, 35 from 52. And Mahanama, 51 from 70. They played particularly well, as did Durham.